Okay, I'll speak about myself, right? When I was at engineering, studying mechanical engineering, I quite possibly didn't enjoy it as much. It really, I don't know, it didn't stimulate me enough mentally, and I just was not as engaged as I possibly could be with it. But at the same time, I made a lot of new friends. It was a time for me where I was with a certain group of people at high school, and then I moved into university, and you start to meet new friends, and I'm still friends with them 10 years later on. And they're a very big part of my life. So it's this idea that you're not learning. Yes, you're learning, how to be social. You're learning how to interact with people in a certain way. I mean, inherently, I'm, you know, um, somewhat of a recluse. That's sort of my state of being is just just I'm happy, I'm content with my own thoughts in my own little world. I'm not as extroverted as you, Hans, in some ways. So for me, learning how to expand your world and expand your friend circle and all that is learning itself. And like through each interaction and friendships that you make and scenarios that you wind up in, you learn from each of those. You think, oh man, that was a great trip that we did. Oh man, or you think, oh, that is a very stupid thing that I did, and I should never do that again. You know what I mean? So learning doesn't always have to be this one-dimensional professional sort of craftsman type angle. You have to look at yourself as a rounded individual. And as a kid, growing up in India, I learned different things. I gained a really good understanding of my culture, of people, of ways of life and alternate ways of existing. You know, so I learned something from that, and that is what I carry with me so fundamentally today. And I'm sure you can understand that as well. Growing up in Korea, like there's something you learned of some value, at that age in life. So I feel like you learn at every stage in your life. You learn every day, and it's sometimes very hard to quantify, in a nice little package of what that learning is. But it's like they all add up into this big pot, and you stir it around, and it sort of manifests as you, you know, as the way that you are. So yeah, that's sort of my feeling on it. It's yeah. So it's really hard when you say, why was one phase more efficient at learning something or more proficient at learning something or whatever. That's because how do you even quantify that?